Oh, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Okay, take a listen. Okay, so all right, so basically here's the story. I've been having a cr- big creative block recently, right? And it's not been good. And I've just been making like super experimental demos and stuff like that and been trying to like get away from my own sound, and I'm like, okay, I just need to sit down and I need to make a Thomas type beat. I just need to make a Thomas type beat complete with everything that I would ever put in a song ever. And it is perfect. It's amazing. I love it. And it's coming along quite nicely. So I thought I would show you today on this very special holiday as my Christmas present to you. Not like I owed you anything, because I mean do you deserve? I'm just kidding. All right, so let's start off with the first little bit here. The chords. Yeah, the chords. All right, let's turn this down just a little bit. That way you guys hear me. Yeah. Okay, so chords. What is it? Like A minor? Or I guess it's, what's it? G6 add 4, if you want to call it that. I don't know. It's more like a C. It's more like a C major 7 thing. So it's a C major 7 thing, it's a D kind of thing, and then an F kind of thing. So it's like, so you go from, A to D to F. So it's like, okay, it's kind of cool. So it's just going back and forth. It's classic. Got a lot of minor 7th up in this song. You know how it goes. But the chords, the chords are pretty basic. Let's go to the soundboard here. What are the chords? It's Toxic Biohazard. Low bit EP. Toxic Biohazard. And then I used it again for the bass. Wait, it's not the bass, right? Where's the bass at? Where's that bass? There it is right here. Squeeze harder. All right, yeah. We're probably not going to pay too much attention to the whole tracks list, but I'll just do this just to make it easy for y'all. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so we got some things. This guy is bringing in the bass just ever so slightly. That way it's not the same, because you can't change velocities on this bass. It's kind of embarrassing, but yeah. Oh, and then we got the drums. Oh, okay. So we've got our first little drums here. This is a really basic 808 loop. Right. My favorite is this part right here. Yeah, it's like the best part. And then you got this lo-fi snare. It's like, what can you ask for, But actually, if you go like this to lo-fi snare, right? And then you make it longer. What are these? Unused claps? Yeah, so I didn't use the claps. But yeah, I just did the snare, and yeah, it worked out. And it works with these like super well. Yeah, so it's great. Anyways, there's that. Chords, bass, cool. Bass sounds cool. Oh, and then you got to bring in the 707 drums. This is the 707 drum loop right here. It's just hats on the 4th beat of every 4, or or measure. I don't know how it works. Anyways, yeah. And then the cowbell. Of course, the cowbell is the best part. And then you got this main melody. This is it's a very smooth, jazzy type melody. And this is what we were seeing earlier right here. FM piano G. It just sounds so crisp, and you don't need to add any layers or anything like that. You just up the EQ on the high end just a little bit and take off the low end, and then you're great. All right, so then you get into this middle part of the song where we get a little taste of what we're going to be heading into at the end of the song with this. And you're like, ooh, okay, that's a little spicy there. So yeah, it goes up in the D for a little bit, and then we got this guy right here. So this is how you do this. You go to the new Drumful Treasure on Flex, and then you go to Yeasty Percussions. Just go down on the piano roll, pick a spot to begin. I chose 87, and it goes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to 25, and all of these are different. So it just does the work for you. And I got lucky because it kind of sounds cool, especially at the end when the percussion loop kind of does like a 1, 2, 3, 4 before it starts to dum, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can listen to that. Get it? It's kind of like a 1, 2. It's kind of cool. Anyways, there's that. Cool. We got this little fill in here. I'm gonna make this a little bit more dynamic. Maybe do like a reverse cymbal type thing right here. But this is just what I did for the time being. Yeah, cool. Okay, and then we have this part. I'm conflicted on this guy right here. You gotta have a melody in that middle part, and you gotta have some fun stuff. But honestly, this whole part just sounds better without it. Just listen. Right? Because now you can hear the bass and the chords and how they relate to each other. And the bass, woo. This is T-Bird Slap from Flex. It's the greatest bass sound of all time. And I use it in every single one of my songs. Boom, 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 boom. You know, like this part right here, measure 69 with the... That's a classic, and that appears in another one of my songs called The Wizzy. In measure 69, you hear this. Kind of, but you know how it goes. Anyway, so there's that. Cool. Oh, we got some extra things over here to kind of help out with this little, D major chord sounding thing. So this guy right here, that guy right there, and that guy right there. So it's chromatic, goes down, just like these chords right here. Really gives the chords some extra flavor. That's why I called it extra flavor. Very nice, very nice. All right, and then we get into this like middle section part of the song where it like kind of tones down a little bit. So just the percussion loop. Got Seventh Soul making a fantastic return. And those are playing on your right, and then the strings play on your left. I couldn't control that, but I could control the fact that the Seventh Soul could be on the right to balance the strings, and they're in their own bus with their compressor and everything like that, so it's cool. I've been trying to use the limiter and the compressor a lot more often in my mixing, and it's kind of working out okay. And then you got this guy right here. The reason why I call it Lena lead is because it kind of sounds like that one song from Celeste, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. It just, you know, so yeah, it's cool. And then you got the robotic thing. Oh, and then you got this guy right over here. Ooh, classic. So what is this? Let's go find out. So it's E, D, C, B. But then these chords that don't have anything to do with that. These might actually be wrong here. But yeah, you got some cool little, diminished chords. I don't know, man. I just make music. I just make the music, you know. Okay, so then you got this. You got the piano to back up the bass. Give it some, you know. Give it some beef. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention the Labs drums. Oh my goodness, so Labs drums and 707 drums mixed together is my favorite combination of drums ever. It's like, it just, because you get the wide range of Labs drums, and then you also get the direct impact of 707 combined, because you can hear them both. Sick. And then you got everything else, and then it's the perfect drum loop. So perfect that I thought it needed its own space in the song just to only play the drums in the middle and the end. So we'll get to that in a little bit. And then you got like a big, big finale with all of the main characters of the song, the main melody. Doesn't have a backing melody. It's still its own thing. Maybe I should adjust it a little bit, give it some dynamics. I don't know. But then you get to the very end of the song. Whew. This is my favorite part of the song. So basically what happens is this whole time we've been in this A minor, F major, kind of D major a little bit here, but we're not really in D major right now. But we're about to really, really go there and beyond. So these two chords play, right? Or let's bring in these guys right here. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So this chord right here is D6/9 right here. D6/9. This is for the piano. The reason why I have it for the piano is because I want those notes to be the more prominent ones. So, so that's a good sounding chord right there. But then on top of those, I add like every note from the opposite side of the circle of fifths, beginning from D's major seventh, which is here we go, which is that. So we do this, that, and that note, which is just this, right? So it's like, why would you ever do that? Why would you ever do that with D? But then you have 6/9 to help out, like Tekashi 6/9 is like, yo, I'll make that sound good, right? So here he comes. And then it makes sense, But that's what's on top of here, and then you, of course, got the extra flavor. Nothing changed with extra flavor. It's the same notes as it was before. But now that we're in this crazy D super ultra mega meta hyper Lydian chord, shout outs to Jacob Collier. After we go here, then we trip on over to what's it, E major? Because E major is like the D Lydian key, you know? Check it out. These guys right here. Just like, you know, it's like, whoa, we weren't even close to this key for the whole song, so this is like a breath of fresh air. And then it just cuts off to make some space for this. Which I'm probably going to change. I'm probably going to let this, like, maybe this can go into another song that's actually in E major, you know? I don't know. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, right? Right. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna maybe make some changes to the middle. Maybe make some changes to the melody in the middle and the melody at the end. Give it some backing chorus, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna work on some more like dynamics with the bass, make this middle part sound a little better, um, and probably use some like risers right here and stuff like that. But and then we'll figure out what to do for the ending of the song. But that's where it's at right now, and it's pretty good.